aife aleva imbe wapokelera ka phone kako kofine wala imafina akaputula ka samu kwale bafe okuingira ebifine nangoma gloves zitakwali kulafu ala kubo mfyafe ebifine bucket waingira nshuleta pula kuminwe kwala bokuimba kamuganda palya nga waimba omuganda palya waisula paka toilet wangu wambo okutapa ule chenshuleta
akale twale ombobushu because toilet no gutwikati kuli bakanso mulani ndona bayofi
ngomfwe chongo bambi barepita wapala festi waboba waikala elanga yakosa nokosa kwale bano kuingira mwine mukati so ina mistake mbikutoa kwa hazard
pale bokumva kwa mawanu mamoni.
We are looking at improving all the stages of the fecal sludge management. That is starting from the capture, the storage, the emptying, the transportation, the treatment, and possible reuse or disposal. We are also encouraging public-private partnerships in the delivering of sanitation services and products.
We developed a framework for regulation of non-sewage sanitation. Principle, and this is the core of the frameworks, is that it places responsibility on the utilities as a service provider. So the sewerage services are now extended to sanitation to cover both the off-site sanitation and the on-site sanitation.
We are a commercial utility, we run our business. But of course, with the change of the policy and the support, we also need to embrace the private sector. Because Chambeshi may not be everywhere, but we may have the private sector that may have resources to cover where we can't.
SNV has contributed significantly to rolling out the fecal sludge management in Lukanga as well as Chambeshi. They have empowered the CUs with the trucks to improve the fecal sludge management. They have trained committee members at different levels. In fact, for those who have private committee-based enterprises have been empowered, where they have been trained, and about 5 of them have been registered. That is transforming the livelihood of people, direct and indirect, those who are benefiting and those who are providing the service.
After 2018 yaisa piloto sakwata kwa masambira ba SNV 2019 ero twambire nga kampani nga chimbu subusaka okufuasulula
tampo kutusambirija ati awero wikinere omwambo okubomba wikinera mukwata ko efibombero efi akumanina mwakwata ko PPE fu mwakwata ko na motoka mukugine yabapo then mwakwata ko efya pala baskupa then nemiti yakubomba pala pantu panchito pantu murebo
okufuma kale ero twaiswire pano twalikwete problem ya amatoilet yale isula sana so twale complain ku council baita chi motoka kukasama chaisa senda so nomba baishile twebati kwala ba company akaraisa akakula musendela kuno kwine kila mweshi fengo wakumana wafukene baisa fuasula basenda akubomba baba serious bala bomba bwino sana ero balafuala bwino balafuala madani lopu bafuala fima overloss so bala monika fye bwino kwati nchitoye bale bomba ili fye bwino
twabomfya ko skupa eyo tubomfya kudonsera fili fima fiko twabika mabao
twadonga twatwala fwe bene saka busungu
songa babomba balasansa po muti pale ko kununka ifisuma fefe babomba so twalisekela mo ifwe nga company yesu.
We have done quite a big job working in trying to come up with, business service models so that all the parties involved happy, so to say. But we must, as a sector, as a regulator, ensure that the service remains sustainable but affordable to the consumers.
So if a private provider comes to work within my jurisdiction, they need to work under our license, and we give them conditions. They have to register a company, they have to get a license from ZIMA, they also need to be registered by the council, including means of health. Eventually we'll sign an MOU, and once that is done, we now give them what we call service level agreements. This is where we have certain conditions to meet.
How they are interacting with the utility, what sort of contract they go into, how we monitor that contract, the execution or implementation of those contracts is very important.
Because if they don't comply, they are using a wrong tariff, they are not going to be penalized, they will penalize the utility because we are the owner of the license. So those are the implications.
The job yonse alikuwa to mtengo ya dishiko songa mwaishi bama road mulya mukubomba sinawo shibati something epoyi.
So nomba hapa twaliona proud nomba hapa venga njita tio tule mkubomba kairigo kumukanya kabeta vestu tuke kuchambeshi ero so nsende nomba hapa ndi wafudi mwamona ka.
The business of sanitation can actually outmatch or outperform the business of water supply. There have been challenges, of course, for the utilities to realize that sanitation is actually a potential viable business. They were used so much to the flush and forget sewerage systems. But now they have to stretch a little and begin to engage household by household, facilitating the emptying of on-site sanitation systems, the transportation, and the eventual treatment. And I think it's some sort of aspect that makes clear business sense for me, and I hope that the utilities and any other private sector working in this space sees it that way.
Ero chana mbane chonte mino inango tulevumba balepunde bakasenda wa mafi ndepune fete akutupangire ni chinshi business mune tupangire eshina ile ya pantashi
laba ichibaka skuru turefu barefu mawuchitinta ture kumana bena bakasenda ba mafi abo
ifi walepuna bamwala mfoti chikasenda cha mafi chikafoso bala toilet yandi ali fuasa I think na wampangira chinshi wampangira business yandi yawa pesa yawa pantashi shinde mfwa winu
mwandi twachitemo sana walichitemo twachipokera namo kwa yabidi ngacha kuti kuli awe ngatungira kuntanshi twakite kusuma sana